Hello，大家好，我们学习吧，好，继续学习词汇。哦，OK，我们学习第24课，32页。好嘞，从哪里开始？哇 ，Yeah, there's so many words, so many words. Wow. Okay, we did ideal, right? Wow, so many words. I think I'm getting towards the point where I need to have a rest. Okay. 频繁. 频繁. 频繁 meaning frequently. Yeah. Kind of like 经常. There's a lot of words in that family of pertaining to occurs at a frequent rate. Oh. 频繁. 频繁. What do we need to know about this? 次数多. Okay. So number many, right? Number of occurrences maybe. Number of times. 频繁互访. All right. 雨雪频繁. Okay, so it rains and snows often, I guess. 两国人民交往频繁. Yeah, frequent contact between two countries. 交通事故日益频繁. 日益 means increasing day by day, right? Increasingly 频繁. 频繁交往频繁. 下半场教练频繁换人. Okay, so 下半场 is the second half, right? 教练 is the coach, and 换人 is substituting people or players in this case. 频繁. What do we need to know about 频繁? Why does this word exist to begin with? Like, there's so many synonyms. So let's ask ChatGPT. Why should I use 频繁 instead of one of its synonyms? Yeah, so 频繁 is a very hard to handwrite. 频 and 繁, especially 繁, it's hard to remember. I think I can get 频, it's 视频的频, 频率的频, 视频, 频率. Yeah, so I've written 频 from these words, but 繁忙的繁. All right, shall I restart it? 频繁. Alright, 用频繁而不是它的同义词，可能取决于上下文的和语境。频繁强调某种动作或事件发生的频率高。Alright, so it's 频率 frequency. 频繁. What does the 繁 mean then? In great numbers, many. Oh, okay, so 频率繁 in great numbers. 繁荣的繁. 可能具有一种连续性和持续性的感觉。相比之下，其他同义词可能强调不同的方面，比如经常，可能暗示某种习惯和惯例。Habit or convention. Okay. 而平庸 is that really a word? 平庸 Wow, there's another one. I don't know this word. 平庸可能强调不断重复的发生。Okay, so 频是频率，仍 still frequently often. Oh wow, okay. 在选择时，考虑到具体的语境和表达的意图。blah blah blah. All right. Can you give me 5 example sentences? Sorry. For which 频繁 is the best choice of word? 在家餐厅的 no 这家餐厅的服务员非常友好，他们频繁的来回巡视。Okay, so 来回 is come and go and come, come and go, back and forth, to and fro. 确保每桌客人都得到及时的服务。All right, so this 巡视 make a tour, inspect. So they're going back and forth, making sure everyone is satisfied. Is it good or bad? Do you want them to interrupt your meal over and over again? I guess that's depends on your personality. Did you notice this one? 每桌客人. This 桌 is being used as a measure word. Every table of guests. I like it when words are used as measure words. Words that you're not expecting to use as measure words. Yeah, so 一桌人, a table of people. 每桌客人都得到及时. 及时 is like prompt or timely. 及时, what do they call it? Timely, promptly, without delay. 及时的服务. OK, 下一个. 由于城市交通拥堵，他们每天都频繁的使用地铁来上班。OK, 每天都频繁的. So every day. So presumably they're traveling a lot every day as well. Right? That's my understanding. So 频繁 means it occurs a lot, right? If you say 每天都频繁的 blah blah blah. So every day you frequently use something. 每天都频繁的使用. That sounds to me like they use the subway all day. All right, I mean, maybe. 在夏季这个地区频繁发生雷暴。雷暴 is land? No, it's not landmine. What is it? Thunderstorm. 地雷. Do you know 地雷? This one. This is landmine. So I was like, what? What's this got to do with landmines? 雷暴. It's the same lay. The same lay is used in thunder, right? It's thunder. So 地雷 is ground thunder. So it's a landmine. All right, let's read it again. 在夏季这个地区频繁发生雷暴 thunderstorm. 居民需要特别注意防雷措施 so anti-thunder measures. So thunder is the sound, right? What measures do you need to take against thunder instead of lightning? All right, anyway, it thunders a lot. 他的新作品频繁的在社交媒体上分享。So his new works, 作品 will be works of art, presumably writing. I would think writing, but maybe not. It frequently shared on social media. 引起了大量粉丝的关注。也，这个国家频繁发生地震。Yeah, I remember when I was in Japan. Yeah, we went to this conference in Japan, and the first thing they did was explain what happens in the event of an earthquake. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah. 政府正在采取措施加强地震预警系统的建设。预警系统 early warning system. Yeah, so I'm guessing 这个国家 is Japan. Or New Zealand. But probably Japan. When I think of earthquakes, I think of Japan. All right. All right. 频繁. Not really sure why we use this instead of 经常, but maybe 频繁 indicates it large numbers, emphasizes occurs frequently. All right. 航空. Yeah, 航空, 航 meaning to sail. 航空 航空. Kong meaning air, to sail the air. Okay, obviously Hong Kong is a relatively new thing for mankind. For birds, it's not that not that uncommon. Hong Kong is like air travel, right? Aviation. Does aviation only apply to air? So you've got Hong Kong, you have 航行. What's this? Sail, fly, 航行. You also have 航天, space travel. All right, 航天. Yeah, so Hong Kong is to travel the air and so on. Something like that. What is hang by itself? What does it look? Boat, ship, craft, navigate, sail, fly. I feel like it's 导航. I think it means navigate. 导航 is your GPS, right? Or at least it now means GPS. In the past, before GPSs existed, it didn't mean GPS. It was like navigate. So maybe Hong Kong is navigate the air, literally. Okay, I get the feeling many of you would have encountered this word before, Hong Kong. If you've ever come to China, you might do something like 南方航空公司. You may have taken a 南方航空公司的航班. Yeah, so when you're at the airport, you'll hear all these announcements continuously. Whoops. Continuously. What's the appropriate word for continuously here? There's a 成语, 络绎不绝, maybe. Not sure. They constantly make these announcements. They'll say something like 前往上海的航班 I don't know. 即将起飞 or something like this. I don't know. Yeah, so they'll have some announcements, or maybe they'll announce the boarding gate has changed or something. But there's so many announcements. So let's go to Yoglish actually while we're here. 前往上海的航班. And we'll see if we can get an announcement. 前往. So this is a formal way of saying going to. You don't normally say it, but you hear it in announcements. Let's say 上海的航班. Huh? Let's put in 前往上班, see what comes up. All right, let's just put in 航班. 航班. So, turn the volume up. Then 是他晚上有航班去国外了. All right. 他之间开行了一个航班. 开行了航班. What is 开行? I'm not familiar with this. 开行了航班. 开行了. Start off on a 航班, a flight. So where did they go? 之间开行了一个航班. 我可以设计一个只在那儿停留一天的. 我可以too slow. 叫长蓝. 他之间开行了一个航班. 我可以设计一个只设计这在那停留一天的线路. So stay somewhere overnight. I don't recognize this. Where is this? Pakistan? I'm not sure. Where are we? Anyway, let's look at Hong Kong. That's what we're meant to be studying. Hong Kong and 公司. 南方航空公司 is the one I typically travel. There's sometimes I usually just get the cheapest, whatever's cheap. I mean, as long as it gets me there. I'm not so concerned about how it does it, but maybe I should be. What's going on? Come on, you can do it. All right, 南方航空公司. There's other ones. There's Sichuan 航空公司, right? Oh, there's a lot. Can I click that image? All right, here we go. 美国航空公司达美在 Delta 达美航空公司，美联航，美国西南航空公司，中国航空，中国南航so this is 南方航空公司，美国快捷航空公司，中国东航 so this is China Eastern, this is China Southern，美国天西航空公司，联邦快递，this is just FedEx，中国国航，China Air，etc. etc. All right, did we get anything for this one? Virgin 有航空公司对仓位的划分有多细腻，有多细？
是没有打折。那么航空公司它对这仓位的划分有多细呢？我们都知道有26个字母，对吧？他们把这26个字母都用完了。
What? 多细 So they're having trouble naming the characters or something? Maybe she is careful or something like that.
新的工作，或是航空公司啊 ，cruise line 啊。
航空公司啊 ，cruise line 啊。Okay, you got the idea. All right, wait. All right, next. I guess you know what a Hong Kong means. You've probably seen it on the side of airplanes. All right, 大意 Yeah, 大意 大意 Yeah, I think you don't pronounce the second time, right? 大意 There's also 大意 which is a word, if I remember correctly. 大意 大意 Yeah, 大意 the main idea. 大意 careless. Yeah, you have to be very careful with your pronunciation on this one, hey? Yeah, so 大意上 something like that. 大意上 大意在大意 No? So let's say, what if I just put that in? Because I want to get it used as 一切太大意了. No, it really wants me to use the careless one. 大意太大意 All right. 大意粗心大意粗心 is yet another word for careless. There's quite a few. 马虎 Mahu is like sloppy. Mahu. Sloppy? Yeah, careless. Mahu. What are the other ones? There's quite a few. Careless. What other synonyms are there? Mahu. Dai. What was the other one? 粗心 I think the hu is 轻声 Also, normally it's the third tone, hu. Mahu. No, this is just wrong. 大意粗心 Yeah, and Shuhu, Madaha. What is this? I don't know this one. Madaha, this is a person, right? Careless person. Abbreviation for Mama Huhu Dada Lile Shishi Ha Ha Ha. All right. 头帅 yeah, 头帅 that one. 不小心 yeah. Sometimes you say 我一不小心 and then you have a lot of combinations of them. 马虎大意 Yeah, I don't usually encounter 大意 by itself. 你太大意了 Careless. Yeah, 大意归纳一下 So this is the main idea. This isn't sloppy. 文章的大意 Yeah, here it doesn't mean sloppy. It's the main idea of the article. Yeah, you can also say something like 大概 的意思，大概的意思。我理解大概的意思。红笔画个大概的意思。this is different. All right. 大意。粗心大意，是出了名的。So here, this is not functioning as an adjective. It's functioning as a noun, right? So my carelessness is famous. No, I said the wrong thing. It is functioning as kind of like a prepositional input. So for being careless. So it seems like there should be a preposition in here. 我有粗心大意，出了名 something like that 是出了名的。只有当程序员粗心大意时 so only when the programmers are sloppy and careless, 他们才是危险的。Whatever 他们 refers to, some unspecified thing is dangerous when programmers are careless. Careless girl. Yeah. All right. 大意. I don't why 大. Why is it in this word? E. E. I don't know. Why does... How did 大意 come to mean careless? 大意最初的意思是指思想或理解的总体概念和大意。All right. So the original meaning was this kind of general concept. Maybe the 大意 is like, yeah, you understand the main part, but all the little details around the end, all the important details you're not so good at, maybe like that. 后来这个词扩展到表示一个人在处理事务和工作时缺乏细心。Yeah, okay. 因此可能会导致疏忽和错误。这种转变可能源于人们对于一个人对待事物时应该是仔细周到的希望。What? All right, let's not worry about it. So I'm going to just pretend like the original meaning was like, you understand the general concept, but later on it kind of, you're not good at the edges and you're sloppy and careless around the edges. 悲哀, I guess both 悲 and 哀 are relatively rare characters. Sad, sorrowful, something like grieving, I would say, or aggrieved. 悲哀, yeah, maybe when someone dies, you would 悲哀, it would be 悲哀, right? Sorrowful. 悲哀不已, yeah, grief-stricken. 为死者感到悲哀, yeah, feel grieved for the dead, for the dead because of someone you notice died. 葬礼是一个令人悲哀的场合。令人悲哀。So, okay, 葬礼 is a funeral, right? 葬礼. The funeral doesn't make people sad. It's the person dying that makes people sad, right? Anyway, maybe I've been known to overthink things. 强忍悲哀，感到悲哀，为朋友之死而悲哀。Yeah. So pretty much all of them are related to death. 极度伤心 哀痛. Yeah, 哀痛. Tong is pain, right? So be like profoundly grieved. All right. 他的不幸结局令人悲哀. So it only refers to like the grief you feel after death, right? It's not just I'm a little bit unhappy today. So what did they call grieved? Was it grieved? The dictionary put grieved. So let's change it to grieved. Sad, sorrowful. No, I think sad isn't very good. 难过 is like sad. Something like that. There's quite a few ways of saying sad. But 悲哀 is appropriate when someone dies. All right, what's next? 悲哀. The characters I don't see often outside those. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue. 主办. Yeah. 主办. To host, to sponsor. Yeah, so this is tricky. So I remember the Japan Olympics. They use this word, if I remember correctly. Is 主办 an appropriate word to use for Japan hosted the Olympics? I think 主办日本主办了奥运会. Yeah. So this is where you get, yeah, 主办. Google thinks I should say 举办. 举办 meaning host, to hold, conducted the Olympics. All right, let's just search. Okay, let's put it in here. 主办. 德国主办了世界杯决赛 World Cup Finals. Okay. Is there a 国家? 主办国家? Yeah, this one. 作为2014年足球世界杯的主办国家 Yeah, host country. That makes sense. Do you know the other phrase? 东道主. 东道主 host, official host. Yeah, 奥运会的东道主. Okay, 亚特兰大 Atlanta 被选为1996年奥运会的东道主. So 东道主 has a kind of backstory. It's kind of like a 成语. I think maybe it counts as a 成语. 东道主. It has a backstory. East Road master of the East Road. Comes from a story where one country gets another country to look after the road so that they don't get invaded, right? And eventually it kind of like became host of something. 东道主. But we're studying 主办. 主办. Okay, how else is used? 主办. Yeah, 主办. No. Can yeah. Thanks. No, I mean. All right. 公司正在主办一场大型展览会. So here it's used as a verb. What's it listed as in the textbook? Verb. It is a verb and it takes an object. All right. So you can, the host 主办 something, an event, the Olympics or whatever. 这个城市每年都会主办国际音乐会。我们计划主办一次户外运动节。All right, so they're all like that. Host 主办 event. What are these other ones? 该电视台主办了 it's the same thing, right? 主办了 blah blah blah. What about what's the phrase for variants of this word where it's used in different parts of speech? So we saw over here 主办方主办单位. Let's click that one. Host units. 主办方. Oh, 方. This 方 is used as a suffix in a lot of words, actually. Sometimes you say 中方, 西方 in the news, right? 中方 is the Chinese side, 西方 is Western side, or 美方. Maybe they're debating something, I don't know. So 主办方, so the organizer's side. 方边,方向. I don't know, why is it like that? Side, the side of something. Party works. Kind of means party. You can say 我方和你方. Maybe there's a dispute and you have 我方. So yeah. Or 我方. Yeah, sometimes my teacher says this because we live in different places. And my teacher will say, oh, 我方, 你方. All right. Did it work? No, it didn't work. Come on! Patience. 耐心点儿. All right. 主办. 主办 is a relatively weak word for me. I don't see it very often. Well, I appreciate ChatGPT's succinctness, but maybe that's a little overly succinct. 简要. 他说的过度简要. Alright, this isn't working. So let's go on Pleco then. At least Pleco, I don't need the internet. Okay, 主办. 主办国, host country. 主办权. Yeah, 主办权, the right to host. 主办者, host, organizer. 主办城市, 主办单位, 主办银行. I don't know that one. All right, seems like mostly I should just think of it as a verb. A host organizes an event. Host country, such as Japan, hosts the Olympics, etc., etc. All right, what's next? 特意. Yeah, 特意. Oh, sorry, here. 特意. 特意 is used as an adverb, right? To indicate special purpose. Yeah, so you do something for a special purpose, usually. 特意. 是我特意买的东西 or something like this. 特意买的课本. So usually there should be some sort of special purpose. 特意. 意思的意. 特意. 我们特意来看你. Yeah, I have come specially to see you. 他的衣服是特意在巴黎定做的, specially made but tailored, in fact. made to order in Paris。他用了主人特意为主人特意为他准备的毛巾。So this is a phrase here. 特意为他准备的。So the host has prepared a towel. The towel was specially prepared for her. Yeah. All right, fair enough. 特意. You probably know 特 from 特别. 特别 is special, a little bit different. 特意, 特别 or 特殊的情况, special circumstances. 特别我特别喜欢吃煎饼。特别 I especially like to eat 煎饼。Well, I haven't had 煎饼 in a while. Now I feel like 煎饼。Okay, 特意。E, why is there E? E's the E. I don't know. Don't ask me that one. 特意。Or maybe it's 意图。意图。Yeah, 意图 maybe intentions. So special intention. Maybe that's what the word is. That makes sense. 特意. I tend to use drunman. Do you know the word drunman? Drunman. It seems it has a few uses. Maybe I shouldn't use this one. Drunman. Here. 表示专为某种目的而做某事，相当于特的。特地。OK， 这套房子是专门为你准备的。Oh, that looks very similar, doesn't it? That example we just saw. 是特意为你准备的毛巾。Right? That one we just saw. Sorry, I want to look at this one. 特地。我们是特地来的。What? 我们是特地来向您学习的。We especially came 向你学习的 to study from you. Okay, so maybe you have a monk in a 寺庙。庙 What is 庙? A temple in a temple. A monk in a temple. 和尚在庙里。有他的徒弟来到那个庙，那座庙，向他学习。特意来到那座庙，向他学习。Something like that. All right. So there's a few options, not just 特意。All right. Next is 警告。警 meaning to alert. 告 meaning to tell someone or inform someone. 警告. Here I've added noun, so it is a noun and a verb. Yeah, so 警告. You'll see 警告 in the hallway or something like this. If like watch out for pickpockets or something like that. 小心扒手. You see these signs all over the place. This sort of thing. 警告. Warning. They don't specify what warning it is, but it's a warning. 警告. 安全装置多移除和故障时请勿操作机台，对吗？ So don't operate the machinery when it's in operation or malfunctioning, something like that. Safety cover, 安全装置. So that's safety cover. When the safety cover is removed. Okay. 警告，注意，危险 etc. etc. 警告。There's quite a few signs here. 警告 the font's a bit small, sorry, I can't read it. 警告 This is 小心扎手，对吗？警告 that looks really painful. That looks painful. They all look very painful. What's this? 哦，可怜的火柴人。Oh, wow, there it is. That's that word I just got confused moments ago. 雷暴, thunderstorm. Oh, okay, so it's also thunderstorm, not just thunder. Okay, 雷暴. Interesting. So, what are we studying? 警告. So we want to check out the verb version. 警告. 警告了. We'll put a l at the end so we get a verb. 警告了他. 我走过去警告了他一下。OK， 尽管美德洛克太太 OK， that's that in Chinese. 美德洛太太警告了他。So despite, I guess usually in English you say despite the fact that Mrs. Medlock warned him. 罗奇先生还是有一些失礼的向后跳。失礼 meaning to lose 礼物 礼貌 yeah, act discourteously. So to lose your politeness 向后 backwards 跳 jumped backwards. I don't know what it literally means. I need more context. 医生警告了我的祖母，并看着她担忧的脸。All right, so it's unclear what the doctor warned her about, but grandmother's in trouble. Maybe she needs to, I don't know, watch out for her knee problem or something like this. All right. So verb and noun. 疏忽. We saw that one not that long ago, right? Oh wow, we were right up here. 疏忽. When we studied 大意, we encountered 疏忽. 疏忽, neglect, overlook. So let's put it in Pleco first. 疏忽. 疏忽. So 疏忽. In 粗心大意而没有注意到. So this is overlooking. So this is a negative one. So there's also another one. Do you know the word 忽视? 忽视, this one. 疏忽, 不重视. Oh, maybe 忽略 is another one. All right, let's go ask ChatGPT. There's 3 of them now. What? A healer. Can you explain, what are we looking at? 疏忽, 忽略, and 忽视, please. Which are negative? Hmm. 疏忽. Right. 疏忽意思是疏忽指的是疏忽不一疏忽大意 All right. 疏忽大意 Why is it 疏忽大意 Maybe that one should be 疏忽大意 The 意 should be 精神 right? 通常由于没有足够的注意力而在指责和责任上疏忽而导致的 Okay, so this is a negative thing, right? Neglect, yeah. Ignore. And this is ignore. So one of them is okay. Maybe this is the neutral one. So one of them is neutral. Sometimes it's good to ignore things. You ignore like unimportant details. So sometimes it is a good thing to ignore. 忽略 OK, 忽略意味着故意和无意中 忽视或忽略某事物。中性的 ，so this one's the neutral one. 忽略表示简单的忽视。All right, so this is more like omit or something like this. 忽略 neglect and overlook are negative words, but ignore is not necessarily a bad thing. 忽视也意味着忽视的或忽略 blah blah blah. 它通常比忽略更具负面含义。So this is negative, more negative than 忽略。Okay. All right. So when I say ignore unimportant details, I should use 忽略。Right? 忽略。忽视 so maybe 疏忽 maybe 疏忽 sounds more critical. All right, and for 忽略不重要的细节，忽略不重要的细节。Why would you put that in brackets? Translated Chinese into Chinese into the exact same sentence. And for it sounds like 疏忽 it is used when criticizing someone. 通常情况下，疏忽更多的用于批评某人的行为和态度。blah blah 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 blah. 当你说某人疏忽了重要的细节时，这通常是在指责他们没有正确的处理和注意到重要的项目。Yeah, okay, so 疏忽 criticizing 忽略 just omitting unimportant information is fine, or ignoring useless things. That's a good thing. And what's the other one? 忽视. And what about and how is 忽视 used? 忽视通常用于描述有意的。Yeah, there's another one. 有意的. This is intentional though, whereas 特意的 was especially I did that for a special purpose, whereas 有意的 I did this intentionally. Yeah, 故意的 is a negative version of that word. 对 we also studied 诚心 sounded negative as well, intentionally. 视而不见 hold on 有意的对某事物视而不见 so 视而不见 is I know it's happening, but I'm going to pretend I don't. Yeah, maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's not. Sometimes you just don't want to get dragged into every single drama that's going on. 或选择不予关注的行为。All right. 这种行为可能是出于个人愿意。So outside 出于 what do you reckon 出于 mean? Due to personal wishes. 也可能是出于其他因素。在使用时，通常会突出所忽视的对象和重要性的或影响。强调忽视的行为可能会 Okay, well let's just read the examples. 他选择忽视了医生的建议。Okay, so he ignored the doctor's advice. Okay, that's quite different. 继续不健康的生活方式。Yeah, all right, so that makes sense. From what I understand, doctors aren't meant to control your life. They're meant to give you the medical information so you can make an informed decision. So it is okay to kind of ignore them. Like you have to live the life, right? 他一直忽视着工作中的问题。Okay. 导致了更严重的后果。Okay, so there's some problem in her work. She ignored the problem and it led to an even worse consequences. All right, so this is 视而不见. 视而不见. Do you know that 成语视而不见? Kind of a handy 成语 to have. Ignore, it's like, so this is like you know exists. You know exists, but it's like, oh, I have to put that aside. I'm going to shelve it. I'm going to put a pin in it. If you're watching this video in the future, that's funny because everyone nowadays is saying, oh, put a pin in it. It means I'm going to totally ignore it. Yeah, but I want to be polite about it. 政府官员被指控忽视了环境保护问题，导致了污染加剧。Okay, that's a good one. So 政府官员 is an official, a government official. They're being accused of ignoring the environmental problems. All right, so that's really interesting. They really are quite different, even though they're kind of similar in English. So where were we? 归纳一下。忽视 is this 见而不识 no 视而不见 视而不见 so you know something is a problem but you ignore the problem. 忽略 is you just ignore something. It might be something that you probably should ignore, like noise. Can you how would you say I like to ignore ignore, what should I ignore? I find it hard to ignore the noise. 我觉得很难忽视噪音。Whoa. 忽视。Okay. And what about this? Your parents often ignore you. 你的父母经常忽视你。All right. All right. All right. So there's three of them. 忽略 seems to be the neutral one you can use. 疏忽 that we're learning here is criticizing someone. It's so 疏忽 is like due to oversight or being sloppy, you overlook something important, and so you're criticizing someone. And yeah, 忽视 is like you're deliberately ignoring something. You're deliberately ignoring something like climate change. You should not ignore it. Where are we? 重心. Yeah, this is originally a concept from physics. 重心, 重心, meaning center of mass. You have an entity, a physical entity, and there's a center of mass, which is a concept in physics, right? Yeah. So you talk about something having a high center of gravity or a low center of gravity. So if a truck has a high center of gravity, boom, it's quite likely to topple over, etc., etc. Yeah, you talk about you want to align your spine with your center of gravity. Yeah, this is not healthy, this is healthy, etc., etc. It's used metaphorically. 重心. So literally Barry Center, yeah. So the textbook's likely going to teach us the metaphorical use of this. 他将身体 no， 他将身体的重心从一只脚挪到另一只脚上。Oh, okay, so this is the literal physical center of mass. Yeah, this one. 结婚后，大多数女人会把重心从工作转移到家庭上。Got it? So after getting married, most women will take their center of mass and divert it towards the family. Got it? From work to the family or household life. 工作的重心放在个人上。So the center of mass of work or of a job is on the individual. Yeah. They got it? 重心, meaning kind of like the center of importance or something. What's next? Next is yun. Okay, yun, meaning to iron. Oh, I hate ironing. I never do it. 熨衣服. Oh, 熨衣服. 熨衣服. We'll just take a look at a few pictures. 熨 is a verb meaning to iron. Yeah, iron is a verb, isn't it, in English? Yeah, iron, the element on the periodic table is 铁, 地铁的铁, 铁矿, 铁井. All right. We're having a rest, it seems. I'm just waiting for it. 熨衣服. 熨衣板. We saw this before. Shall I give up? Is it Google or is it my internet? Oh, no, maybe it's Google. 玛丽开始熨衣服了. Yeah, started to iron her clothes. 熨衣板. 熨衣板, 熨衣板上, yeah, on the ironing board. 她把熨衣板烧了一个洞. So burnt a hole in the ironing board. Okay, and I just noticed another one here. 熨衣机, presumably is an iron. I'd like to look at photos, but you're not going to do this, are you? Yeah, so what happens is Google may have issues with me. Let's use Baidu. 熨衣机. All right, there it is. Oh, 烫衣. What? 烫衣服. 熨烫机. 熨烫机. Oh, so I should use that one. 熨烫机. 稍等一下, I have to look at the characters. 熨烫机. 熨烫机. 熨烫. Oh, okay, so 熨 is as a verb is 熨烫. It's a single character version of 熨烫. 熨烫过. 熨烫温度, 熨烫过度. 熨烫衣服. Okay, 他由于熨烫衣服而感到疲倦. Yeah, bored from ironing clothes. It is such a tedious task. I recommend you buy clothes that don't need ironing, if possible. It just seems like a waste of time. It's entirely cosmetic. If your clothes have creases on them, yeah, if people could just decide, I don't care about that. But apparently, yeah, apparently people care about that. 熨烫. So I'm going to add the tongue there as well. Because the tongue was kind of like 熨烫, kind of like the 2-character version. Okay, up the top was soup, and underneath was fire. 烫. All right, 熨烫. All right, next is 磕 Yeah, I want to show you something because it's a little bit confusing for me writing these characters. When I say writing, I mean handwriting. So I'll put it in 科学 and 区 and 民. So yeah, that's the character, right? 区 min on this side, and this is a 石头, so that makes sense, right? But there's other characters that are like this, which are very easy to get confused with. Because here you've got these eyes, the sideways eyes at the top. I say sideways, but eyes are kind of horizontal, right? So maybe these are normal looking eyes, and the other ones are sideways. The sideways mu. Yeah, and the chu goes underneath. So the chu is underneath this one. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Whereas for the chu is at the top. Not ba, it's ke. Here the chu is on the top. And then you have a min underneath. Yeah, that confuses me when I'm handwriting characters. Oh, which one is it? Can we have a look at this? What characters? Ke. Okay, so they're mostly just ke. There's a few kes. Er-san I've encountered before. Okay, and the other one is ba. I can just put in ba. Or ba gong. So maybe that's how I can remember them. Based on the pronunciation. Bai. Oh, there is only two. there's ba in ba and ba gong, and bai ge zi shi, right? To strike a pose. Bai ge zi shi. Okay. So that's how you handwrite them. Okay, what are we looking at? Ke diao. This one, ke, to knock. Ke diao le yi ke. Okay, yeah, ke diao le yi ke. To knock out a tooth. Oh, then your tooth falls out. I think it just means, I see this with like people who are smoking pipes. They just like tap the tobacco out. Oh, here it is. Ke yan dai guo. Okay. Yeah. I see it in like Sherlock Holmes and things like this. Sherlock Holmes taps the pipe to knock the soot, this already smoked tobacco out. 跌了一脚，磕破了膝盖. Oh, okay. So you grazed one's knee, grazed your knee. 磕, so knock. Yeah, this emphasizes. It emphasizes like I don't know, what does it emphasize? So if you were like just tapping for no reason, I don't know if you can hear that, but does that count as ke? Let's just look at ke on here, see how people use it. Ke. I'm going to see, maybe I'll see people getting their teeth knocked out. Yeah. Oh, okay, this isn't working. Knocked against something hard. To knock mud from boots, ashes from a pipe, etc. Okay. 膝盖磕在桌子上. Okay. Yeah, I should use that. I'm going to use that phrase. So what is stub your toe? This one. 挑你的脚趾头. Maybe there's multiple. Yeah, 绊 is 脚绊. Yeah, 脚绊, right? To trip over. 如果你砸到了脚. Maybe this is better. 砸. You walk into something, oh, Hurt your toe. Very painful. All right. Oh, here we go. 然后磕了个枕头。I don't know what that means.
走3步，然后刻一个长头，然后一直到他们就
长头。What is a 长头? I don't know. Let's go to the next one. 他带着他的2个弟子，正好刻了7个月的。What is 长头? There it is again. 长头。Some disease. Maybe it comes together as a kind of religious practice. How? This one. 叩头. Yeah, that's the one I've encountered. Maybe this means the same thing. 磕长头. What's that? 匍匐. Oh yeah, I've encountered that, meaning to crawl. Okay, so this is a religious thing. This is they're kind of taking their head and going boom on the ground because they're for some religious reasons. Presumably not so hard. 就跟那个赌桌死客。赌桌 gambling table, is it? 赌桌死客. Let's go to the next one. 我们一般要求是10分磕大头。磕大头。This is bang your head. We want you to bang your head. 大多数都已经圆满了。So our request is that someone bangs their head, and most people will bang their head. Wait, are they just going up to people saying, bang your head on this wall? And people are like, oh, sure. Is that really what's happening? 我们一般要求是10万颗大头。What is it? 10万颗大头。
10万吧，10万就是磕大头。10万磕大头的话，大多数都已经这个圆满了，所以在这里不用说就关。
Sounds like some sort of religious practice. They're not just walking up to people and saying, bang your head on the wall, see what happens. Yeah. Okay. All right, so we have ke. So you're tapping something against something usually hard. Yeah. Ke. So I usually encounter this word tapping this like ashes out of a pipe. Or knocking out a tooth. Seems you can ke 你的膝盖. All right, I need the bathroom. 1 second. All right, how are we going? Next is 嘴唇. Okay. 就这个. 嘴唇. Maybe we don't need to do this one. You know what lips are. They're exactly the same in English and Chinese. 嘴 is mouth. 唇. Yeah, well, actually, let's look at 唇. Why is it 唇? 唇. Is it like just... What does 唇 mean, actually? I've never thought about that. 嘴唇. Okay, 唇的通称. All right. 嘴 mouth. Maybe 唇 just means lips. Yeah. 耳唇. Maybe I don't want to know what some of these mean. 下唇, lower lip, 上唇. All right. So 嘴唇 is your mouth lips. All right. Okay, next is dry. Dry. Yeah, there's a few words like this that mean drag, and I'm not quite sure of the difference between them. Dry. This one, right? Dry. So this all seems to be some kind of internet slang usage of this character. Yeah, there's also yeah, that's another one. We're looking at dry, to pull. What thing's dry? What is this dry 头像? This looks like some sort of internet slang. 超dry. What is this? They all have a pose, some sort of unique pose. All right. But I'm interested in the word dry mao. Dry. Is this some sort of internet slang, right? Dry 表 dry 头像卡通. So these are all, this is not helping. Dry. Dry. What things can be dried? Okay. 伊娃拽过一张椅子. Okay. So she dragged a chair, or dragged over a chair, pulled over a chair. 她拽了拽她的袖子. Okay, let's put that in. 拽袖子. This isn't working. This 拽袖子对吗? This is what I was expecting. 拽袖子 It's not there. 拽走了包裹 Dragged a package. Snatched, twitched. In English you say snatched. Snatched a package. Snatched something out of your hand. 拽动 猛拽他手里的手提包手提箱 suitcase. All right. So here it's like you used force to snatch something. Snatched. We often say don't snatch. 别抢 don't snatch. No. Don't snatch things. All right, maybe that's my generation. Or at least the parents from my generation used to say things like don't snatch. Because when you're a kid, it's like, oh, I want that, I'll just take it. Like, so someone else is holding it. Okay. What things can be dragged? And under what? In what circumstances might they be dragged? And how does it differ from la and to? Drag. We're back to English. 行李箱被拽到车里 dragged to the station. So that emphasizes it's heavy or something. I don't know. Drag the shopping cart through the crowd. You drag a shopping cart. 他拽着购物车穿过人群. Okay. Oh, drag to a party. Oh, okay. So that's slang in English, but it looks like Chinese also has the same slang. 他被朋友们拽着去参加派对。小孩拽着妈妈的手，要求买玩具。Okay, so this is a nagging child. 妈妈，我要那个玩具。Because that's how children sound. I am an expert on this matter. 车子在泥泞的路上被拽了出来. Okay, so the car was dragged out or probably towed out of the mud. 拖车拽着拖车 is a tow truck. 拽着故障的汽车去修理厂. All right, drag the car, broken down car. 拉拖拽 similar. 拉 pull or tug at something, continuous force, neutral term. Drag, haul something on the ground. Slower or more gradual movement. Drag. Pulling something forcefully. Okay. Drag. Okay, which is appropriate for pull someone's hair, or what else is dragged or yanked or tugged? tug a boat, or what's another one? Pull, or dragged, dragged along the ground. Drag. Can you sentences using these phrases, please? That's a question mark typo. 拽头发。OK， 那个恶作剧的男孩拽了小明的头发，让他很疼。OK， 小明 is a guy, right? OK， 他生气的拽了他的头发。So she angrily grabbed his hair. 因为他一直在捣乱 ，causing mischief, trouble. OK， 拉船 tugboat， 渔夫们 So this 渔 pertains to fishing in the sense of fishing industry, as opposed to 钓鱼 like to go fishing, or 捕鱼 to catch fish. 渔夫们用绳子拉着小船，穿过湖面。我们需要几个人一起拉这条船，才能把它拖回岸边。岸边对。Okay, so we're using 拉这条船。Can we use 条船? I didn't know you could use it, but I guess 一艘船, it's usually 一艘船, right? So we're using rope to drag a boat, but maybe it should be 拖. Okay, 拖着在地上，狗主人的生气的拖着狗的皮带，因为它乱跑。So pulling the leash 皮带 or the belt. Yeah, is that really the word for leash? 拴狗面. Okay, that's a bit fancy, isn't it? 拴住. No, this is to leash. Yeah, all right, there it is. 皮带 can mean leash. What's that? 猎鹰腿带 I don't know. 皮带 seems 皮带 can mean leash. All right. 小孩们开心的拖着自己的玩具车，在院子里玩耍。I like this character. I remember the first time I saw Shra, I'm like, wait, that's not Yao. Yao and Shra, they look very similar. It was like, oh, yeah. 玩耍. All right. So, 拽 is yet another word meaning pull or drag or tug or yank or whatever. I think 拽 is more forceful of the three. All right. Okay, next is a 成语. 乐极生悲. 乐 meaning happiness. 极 meaning extreme. 生 meaning to give rise to. 悲 meaning we just saw it moments ago here. 悲哀. Sorrow, right? So yeah, it's used when someone's extremely happy for some reason, but then something happens and suddenly very sad, very upset, like children. This is the best day of my life, and then yeah, something happens and suddenly it's the worst day of their life. Can you give me some contexts in which 乐极生悲 乐极生悲，乐极乐，乐极生悲would be you are actually giving me example sentences. Overconfidence leading to failure. 一个商人在股市大赚一笔后，过度自信，结果乐极生悲，很快的遭遇了巨大的亏损。Yeah, that makes sense. So this investor is like, yeah, I had some success. I know what I'm doing. I'm an expert. But really, the investor just had some early luck. Yeah. Or maybe someone was tricking them. You get your opponent to be overconfident and reckless. Yeah. And it's like, haha, you fell right into my trap. Now you see this in poker, right? Is it called hustle or swindle or something like that? Celebration followed by misfortune. Okay. 新婚之夜，他们欢天喜地，非常非常也算非常非常欢喜，就是happy 快乐。没想到第二天却发生了一场意外，乐极生悲。Maybe okay. So maybe that's yeah. Don't celebrate too soon. Things could still go. Yeah. 这次旅行前景如何？他们抱着乐极生悲的心态，希望一切顺利。Okay, so this implies that they're being cautious, right? Yeah. I don't know. Does this one imply they're being cautious? They're not doing the 乐极生悲. They're not trying to avoid this. Well, we can ask about that in a second. 他们家喜气洋洋的举办了一场寿案，没想到不久之后，家中竟然发生了一场火灾，乐极生悲。I'm not so sure this and these are the best examples. So the Chongyu makes it sound like the excessive joy gave rise to the sorrow, right? Maybe it's also okay. Rather than you're exceedingly happy, but then something else happens to give rise to sorrow. Maybe it's can be flexibly used like that. In this example, are 他们 being prudent or excessively excited? I don't know. I feel like you should just let people be happy, right? If someone's happy, that's a good thing. Being prudent. So if they have this kind of, cautiously optimistic, okay, that's a good way. So 乐极生悲 no 乐极生悲的心态 Yeah, I don't know. If someone's happy, let them be happy. I feel like lots of people like being a wet blanket. And it's like, oh, you're very happy. You shouldn't be that happy. I'm not that happy. You shouldn't be that happy either. Anyway, next. 恼火. So 恼火, what is it? Annoyed, irritated. So you probably encountered the 恼. This is not 电脑的恼. This is a different 恼. This is 烦恼的恼. You've probably encountered it in 烦恼. 烦恼的恼. So 恼火, 烦恼, 恼火. Yeah. 生气. So here it says verb, but here it says adjective. I kind of think of it as a noun. What does it list here? Adjective. No, maybe it's not a noun. No. 孩子太淘气，常惹他恼火。Okay, so this is a verb. Yeah. Oh, 惹他恼火. Oh, it could be an adjective. Maybe it's a verbjective. One of those somewhere between verb and adjectives. Verb plus adjective divided by 2. 他一点儿也听不进批评，真让人恼火。Alright, annoyed, irritated. 让人恼火. Yeah, I don't know. Does that count as a verb or an adjective? You decide. 他对受到冷落大为恼火。冷落 is like the cold treatment, right? 大为 greatly, markedly. Yeah, 大为恼火. Yeah. All right. So it's a verbjective, somewhere in between. So 恼火. I don't know, I don't use it very often. I know it exists, kind of thing. Next is another 成语. This one you can kind of understand just by understanding the characters. 雪上加霜, 雪 meaning snow. 上 on or in addition to. 加 to add. 霜 frost. Yeah, 霜 is frost. So 雪上加霜. Yeah, so in addition to snow, you have frost, right? So sometimes in English you say it doesn't rain, it pours. This sort of thing. One disaster after another. So yeah, you can use it to so something bad happens, then something bad also, another something bad happens. The 雪上加霜. But it could be something bad happens and then someone does something bad as well. Yeah. Can you give me 3 example paragraphs for 雪上加霜, please? Example paragraphs. I guess most people ask for example sentences. I occasionally ask for example paragraphs. Maybe because there's only example sentence databases. But now, with the advent of ChatGPT and AI, generative AI, we can ask for example paragraphs and not example sentences. I don't know if this is going to work. All right. 经历了一整天修理汽车和工作期限的错过后 Karen 回到家里发现房子被水淹了 Yeah, so 淹 meaning submerged. So she went home. Karen went home and found, why is my house underwater? Not a typical problem, but it does happen. 这是因为一根水管破裂 Okay, a pipe burst. 他看到被水浸湿的物品和滴水声浸湿就像给他本已压倒性的一天雪上加霜 All right, but I don't like that example. Why doesn't it work? Because it's the same problem both times. They should be 2 independent problems. Let's skip to the next one. Michael 为期末考虑准备了几个星期， 牺牲了睡眠和社交活动以确保自己能够成功。All right, so he's doing something that he's prepared for a lot, very prepared for. All right. 然而，在第一场考试的那天，他醒来时感觉身体非常虚弱，患上了严重的流感。Okay, so the first problem is he got a serious cold. Okay, 他无法集中注意力，感觉虚弱，坐在桌前，试图学习，但是持续的咳嗽和打喷嚏，对他已经不堪重负的状态来说，就是雪上加霜。Okay, so he got a cold and he needs to prepare for the exam, but he can't because he has a cold. 这意识到他在考试中取得好成绩的机会已经大大降低。Okay, and what's Amy's problem? Amy 在一系列成功的面试后，迫切的等待着他梦寐以求的梦寐 don't know this character 梦寐以求的工作机会，终于期待已久的邮件到达了，他兴奋地打开，希望听到好消息，然后令他失望的是，邮件中写着礼貌地拒绝了他。Okay, so she opened the letter, she's been rejected. 称他们so this 称 just means says. The letter says 称他们选择另一个候选人。这个拒绝对他的希望和志向 is this morale, ambition, aspirations? 志向来说，就像是雪上加霜，让他感到灰心沮丧。But where's the second problem? Okay, this isn't working. You meant to have one problem and a second problem comes along. Okay, what's this? 危地马拉 Guatemala. Okay, 危地马拉东部的旱灾。对吗？旱灾 drought 更是雪上加霜。So presumably Guatemala had some issue, and then there was a drought on top of that issue. 老布什 is Bush, right? There's 老布什 and 小布什. George Bush Senior and George Bush Junior. 他的政策更是雪上加霜。Yeah, so something bad and they're making it worse. 何况他现在还在纠结离婚。So while she's what's this? 纠结 intertwined. So she's like stuck in the 离婚 in a divorce proceedings. 更是雪上加霜。Yeah, so there's some other thing happening that's unlisted here that's making this worse. We haven't got very many good examples. Anyway, you get the idea. 雪上加霜. So we're adding frost to snow. All right. How are we going for time? Can we finish them? We'll see. 荒唐 is yet another word meaning ridiculous. I think we studied 荒谬. They're pretty much the same. I don't know the difference. Actually, let's look at Pleco first. 荒唐 All right, 荒唐思想、言论、行为离奇古怪。非常不近情理。So thoughts, words, actions are like irrational and I don't know, eccentric. 不见 nowhere near rationality. 荒唐可笑. Okay, what's this one? 行为放纵. What is 放纵? Break rules of conduct. Okay. 不加检点. What is 不加检点? What is 不加? No, not anymore. All right. So 荒谬 doesn't necessarily refer to someone. So this is referring to a person, right? Yeah, all right. I want to ask ChatGPT, but ChatGPT wanted to go to sleep. The other one is terrible compared to ChatGPT. Maybe I should explore this or explore alternatives. What's the difference between 荒谬 and 荒上? 荒唐. Are you gonna work? All right. 荒谬, 荒唐, 荒谬. They seem to describe different things. Irrationality, so of something as well. 这个说法太荒谬了，完全不符合逻辑 completely absurd, completely incompatible with logic, illogical. 这个故事太荒唐了，我简直不敢相信。Preposterous, absurd, I don't know the other one. Intemperate, dissipated, beyond belief. Oh, okay, so it's absurd in the sense of you can't believe it. Oh, okay. Whereas this is absurd meaning illogical. 荒谬, irrationality, illogical, and this is unbelievable. Illogical, unbelievable. Very similar. So 荒谬, in proof by contradiction, do you arrive at a 荒谬 statement? So if you don't know, proof by contradiction is a mathematical proof where you have your assumptions, you make deductions, and you arrive at something absurd, and you go, oh, okay, so our original assumptions were faulty. So maybe that you arrive at something absurd. So maybe that's 荒谬. Come on. I spend a lot of time egging on ChatGPT. No. Come on. All right, what about this one? So what kind of statement? In a proof by contradiction. Okay, 反证法 proof by reductio ad absurdum. Okay. 我们得到的是一种矛盾的陈述啊 this is a contradiction. 矛盾。和逻辑中而不是得到一个荒谬的陈述。陈述 will be, in this context, will be like a logical statement. 陈述. This will be a noun here in the context of logic. 荒谬，而不是在日常意义上荒谬或荒谬可笑的。All right. Anyway, that's 荒唐. Why is it tang? I don't know. 唐朝的唐. I guess that must have a meaning. It is the, I don't know, why is there a Tang? This is the Tang Dynasty Tang. Here, Tang Dynasty. I don't know, boastful. Long Tang. I don't know. I don't know why there is a tongue in there. Doesn't make much sense to me. All right, next is 指甲. 这是指甲. Why does it have a 甲? I don't know. 指 finger. Okay, 甲 is nail, so fingernail. Quite similar to English. I'll just do a quick one. 指甲. Fingernail. Okay, 指甲. You also have, is it 脚甲? No, it's 脚. Oh, maybe you can say 脚. Oh, 脚指甲. Is that right? No. Oh, okay. So 指甲, or just 指甲. Is fingernail. 脚 is foot. So I should search for this one. 脚指甲. So foot fingernails. 脚指甲, foot fingernails. You often see this one at 美甲. Sorry, I got the tones wrong. 美甲. When you're walking around, you'll see 美甲. You'll see walking around China, you'll see signs for this sort of thing. I used to get it done. 美甲, manicure and or pedicure. Yeah, but nowadays it's so expensive. I can't afford it. So I don't get it done anymore. Too much trouble. Back in the day, it used to be quite cheap. I used to get lots of very elaborate designs, but now it's too expensive. All right, so fingernail and foot fingernails. Yeah, all right, what's next? 处置. Yeah, okay, so 处置 is kind of like 处理, and I think 处理 is better. Oh, this is the definition, 处理安排. 处置. So it's maybe a broader 处. Sorry, I have to wait for my phone. Here we go. What am I? What am I? 处置. All right. 处理安排. 合理处置. 这笔遗产. Okay, so 合理 meaning reasonably or rationally. 处置 deal with 这笔遗产. 遗产 is like deceased estate or something like that. Inheritance. All right, 处置. What do you think? What differentiates 处置 from 处理? I don't know. I feel that 处置 is more formal and would be used in deceased estates, for example. What's the difference between 处理 and 处置? No, don't tell me more. Stop. Just tell me that. 处理处置处理处理文件. So 处理 yeah. In Chinese, there's this kind of generic concept of handling things. It's very unspecific, right? I will handle it. I will deal with it, kind of thing. So people, I don't know, don't say it that much in English. I would deal with it because it's so vague and unspecific. 处理问题. So resolve the problem or handle the problem. 处置. disposing or getting rid of something. Final decisive action. All right. More deliberate, formal, official processes. Okay. 处置资产，处置违规行为。Okay, so this is like penalize, punish. Yeah, all right. Got it? 置, why is it 置? It's 安置的置, right? To put, to place. 处理的处。All right. Let's go back to Pleco and go for some example sentences. 妥善, 妥善, what is 妥善? Properly, appropriately. 妥善的处置各种复杂情况. Yeah, it's unspecified. It's an unspecified way of dealing with unspecified problems. Yeah, I really don't like unclear thinking like that. 你可以根据情况机动灵活的 what? Let's skip that. 根据情况机动灵活的处置。新护士不知道该怎样处置这样的病 ，deal with this sickness 这样的病人 with patients。他被交由董事会处置，或者交由 handed over left it to the 董事会 the boardroom or something. No, came up before would be handed over to. Maybe this is used not so literally. 他获得了重新装修房子的自由处置权。Okay, so this 权 is the right. Self 自由 no free dealing carte blanche with. So given the right to redecorate the house from scratch. 我们怎么处置你呢？ Punish you or deal with you. All right. 电钻, yeah, we saw that one last time when we were studying the video, the pictures here. 电钻. There it is again. 电 meaning electric. 钻 meaning drill. What would a non-electric drill look like? Actually, my father had one. Yeah, there are non-electric drills. Yeah, I remember you manually rotated drills. Okay, 电钻. I'm going to give you a quick look. 电钻. 钻 is 钻石的钻. And it's 钻进去木头对吗？电 electric drill. Okay, what if we just put in 钻? We get diamonds. 电钻. Is there a 非电钻? I don't know. It could be a thing. These are all 电钻. Instead of 电钻, is there 非电钻? Yeah, all right. It does exist. Anyway, 电钻. Next is 遭受. 遭受 also you have 遭遇. No, you want to use the word 遭. The 遭 emphasizes it's something unpleasant or unwanted. 遭遇受到 yeah. 受到 by itself is neutral. 你受到观众的欢迎，受到欢迎，对吗？受到欢迎 is a good thing. You receive a warm welcome. 热烈欢迎。the 遭 emphasizes it's a negative thing. So 遭受一顿批评 or something like that. 遭受 Okay, so 遭受，遭受，越南正遭受食品短缺之苦。Okay, so they suffer, like they're, what is this? Suffering the 苦, the hardship brought on by lack of food. Yeah, 短缺之苦，食品短缺之苦。他遭受了多年的肉体摧残。Years of physical abuse. All right. 房地产价值再次遭受损失。Wait, property values have suffered another loss? Not sure if that's an appropriate one. Anyway, you can also use 遭 by itself. 遭，首先遭极端分子暗杀。Yeah, there you go. 遭 by itself is a verb. Meet by chance, usually with misfortune. So the prime minister was assassinated. Okay. I think you can also say, yeah, 遭遇. That's another one. 遭遇 is a noun, is it? No, it's also a verb. 他们遭遇扒窃 is this pickpockets again? 扒窃的危险大于遭受枪击。More in danger of having pickpockets than getting shot. 遭受扒窃的危险。So they, the danger of being pickpocketed, 大于 is greater than 遭受枪击。Yeah. And you can also 遭到, right? 遭到 as well. So it's quite flexible. 他们的建议遭到拒绝. Yeah, was rejected. Assuming you think of that as a negative thing. Yeah, okay. All right, so the 遭, when it's 遭, it's a negative thing. You don't want it. Okay, next is, and the last one for this video, I think, is 微不足道. 微不足道. 微 meaning small, 微信, right? Small letter, I guess. Letter in the sense of envelope, the kind of letter you put in an envelope. 微信, or maybe 信息, small micro information. 不足道. 不足 is insufficient for 道. 道 is used to mean to say something, right? 微不足道 is so insignificant, it's not worth saying, right? 微不足道. 道, yeah, 道, among its other meanings, means to say something. You can use it as a suffix like 说道, 喊道, this sort of thing. 他说道我喜欢他 that sort of thing. But yeah, you've probably heard of 道歉. 道歉 is to apologize, to say sorry, right? To apologize. There's also, is it 道别, if I'm not mistaken? This one, 道别. In addition to 告别, 道别 is to say goodbye, right? So 道 is used in a lot of words to say something. So here, 微不足道. So it's so insignificant, you don't even need to mention it. 微不足道. Maybe you can 忽略微不足道的信息和细节。微不足道，忽略微不足道。渺小的不值一提。Yeah, 渺小is insignificant, right? Paltry, negligible. Okay. So it's so negligible, it's not worth mentioning. 微不足道。微不足道的贡献。Negligible contribution. So it's so insignificant that you don't even need to mention it. 微不足道的人物. All right, it's kind of harsh. 微不足道的损失. Yeah, negligible loss. Don't worry about it. Pittance. My father used to say petty cash. Right? Yeah, companies used to have petty cash. So if a secretary had to buy something on a spot, like stationery or whatever, they'd take it from petty cash. It's just not a big deal. Don't worry about it. So they don't have to waste the boss's time with 微不足道的琐事 right? 微不足道的差别 insignificant difference, etc., etc. So you can see every single one of these is 微不足道的 blah blah. Yeah, every single example was of that form. So that means when you're speaking, when you're writing, when you're outputting Chinese, you will need to do that too. Yeah, 为这些微不足道 Let me start again. 别为这些微不足道的小事伤脑筋。伤脑筋 is kind of like rack your brains, or 伤 meaning to hurt. 脑筋 脑 is your brain. 筋 literally means tendon, but it's used in metaphorically in a few ways. Like 面筋 is gluten, like flour tendons is gluten. 钢筋 is like rebar in steel. Steel tendons is like rebar. 脑筋 I don't know. It's what does it actually? What do they translate to? Brains, yeah. So if your brain had tendons, and you hurt them, 伤脑筋. Yeah, you don't want to.别 伤脑筋. Don't rack your brains. Don't hurt your brain tendons. I don't think a brain has tendons. It has neurons and synapses and whatever. But maybe it does. I don't know. I'm not a neuroscientist. Okay. 微不足道的小事. So you see it's being used as an adjective. 微不足道的差别. 他的成就微不足道. His achievements were insignificant. Your insignificant rebellion. I wonder if that would be an appropriate 微不足道的 What's rebellion? 反抗, something like that. How do you say? So that's a Star Wars quote, right? How do you translate the Star Wars quote? Insignificant rebellion into Chinese. 微不足道, is it? Yay! 微不足道的叛乱. 叛乱. Oh, okay, 叛乱. So 叛乱, your insignificant rebellion. What if I just put it in here? Insignificant rebellion. Here it is. At the end of your insignificant rebellion. All right. So, 就是你微不足道的叛乱的结局。Something like that. The end. 消灭你微不足道的叛乱。Your insignificant rebellion. Oh, okay. That'll do, right? Your insignificant rebellion. Yeah, we'll call it a video. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and leave comments, especially constructive comments, or I don't know, if you want to just use one of these random words, one of your favorite, most memorable sentences. Next, I need to read it aloud, and then I need to do the grammar section. There's the UN one. Maybe I should look it up. Time for lunch. I'll see you in the next video. 谢谢大家，下次聊，拜拜。